Guys, it's Maura. So I wanted to tell you about a story of me being harassed and or stalked, if you want to call it that. I think it's pretty close. So this just happened. I just got back home. So I went into work today. I don't normally work. But we had a new instrument that we're getting trained on. So I went to work. After work, I wanted to go by the one of the thrift stores in town, so I was looking for a tea kettle, or just to see what else they had because I'd never been to this thrift store before. So I went in and I didn't find a tea kettle, but I ended up finding a really cute thread, like bobbin holder, kind of like something you put up on the wall. Anyway, it's cute. Wooden thing. So I get ready to leave, and how I had to park on the road or in the parking lot was the parking lot was right next to the road. So basically, I had to back out onto the road because the other side of the building was full of cars. I couldn't get on the side road to basically it was my only option. So I backed out. I saw the one way was completely clear, the other way there were some cars coming, but the speed limit was only like 25, and I didn't think they were going to be going that fast. That would be an issue. Well, the very first truck in the line of cars that was coming this way as I was backing out was one of those like souped up trucks. And then as soon as I started to back out, I noticed it was going way faster than 25. I think it was probably going like 50, something stupid. So then I back out and I hear them start honking. And I was like, okay, well, they were still a ways back, but I just stayed in the turn lane, let them pass, and then I would get over behind them in, between them and the next car, because the next car was a little ways back because they weren't going like 50 miles an hour. So then at this stoplight, then the driver, there was two guys, and I think they were probably, I don't know, 18, 19, 20, somewhere like that, but still young enough to be stupid, or they could, they could still be stupid by the time they're 30. I don't know. They look that type. So the guy driving turns around and like starts waving or something, and I didn't know if he was like kind of like, oh hey, sorry, I almost ran you over, or like, hey, what's up? And I was just kind of like, you know whatever. I just make him stop being flamboyant, and just loud and whatever, because it was that kind of truck. And then the next stoplight, then he stops, and I'm behind, and I'm the car behind him. He sticks his head out the window, like in most of his body, not just his head, and was like flashing his phone and stuff at me, like for me to call him. Like, okay, no, that's not gonna happen, obviously. And I just gave him this look, and then he did something, and he went back out with his phone again, like for me to call me. He was like, call me. And I showed him my ring, like, and tried to mouth like I'm married, even though I'm not married, but he doesn't know that. I got a ring, whatever. And then he just, I don't know, turned back around, and then there was other people driving by, and they were like waving and like yelling and being really obnoxious and stuff. So it wasn't just to me. But then we get at a stoplight right before Price Cutter. If you don't know what Price Cutter is, it's just like a normal grocery store. And I'm behind him. I was going to get in the turn lane, but then I would be like right next to him. And so I was like, no, then he'll know I'm turning in there. Well, I thought, well, there's probably another exit or another entrance down the road a little bit past the stoplight. So then he's going, then I just get over into the turn lane and turn into the grocery store. So I thought, okay, they're just going to keep driving, no big deal, whatever, it's fine. So then I go in and into the parking lot, and I park. And then I checked my phone, did something, got all my purse and stuff together, and then I start walking towards the grocery store. Then I see they had turned around at some point. I'm not even sure where they turned around at, because there was, there's a stoplight a ways down the road. If they turned around down there, I don't know. But then they are coming in on the road from the first stoplight into the parking lot, and I was like, oh shit, great, okay. So I like hightail my butt into the store, because I know they're going to come in the store. And so I go over to the the health food section, and I got some chips and root beer because I wanted to get some stuff anyway. And I don't see them. I see, the store was kind of busy, it was prime time, whatever. It was like 4:35. And so then I go down one of the aisles, or like the main aisle in the back. And because I wanted to see if they had a tea kettle there at Price Cutter. And so then I see the two guys, they're like rounding around the corner. They see me, and I just like go down the next aisle towards the checkout. It's like, I'm just going to check out. I'm just going to get out of here. Okay. So I'm in the checkout lane. I start putting my stuff down. I like hear some stuff behind me, and because I knew they started down the same aisle that I had just went up. And I thought were going to buy stuff and were like right behind me, but I didn't turn around. So then I'm checking out, I do my little chip card deal, everything. And then I'm getting my stuff, and I turn around, and it's actually just some random older guy. I was like, oh, okay. But then I had turned around just like right after that and looked towards the door, and I saw them two walking out, and I was like, great, they're gonna wait for me to leave and probably follow me again. I was like, this is annoying and stalking and just obnoxious, and I don't know what's wrong with these two dudes, but they have nothing obviously better to do with their time. They need jobs or something than to just follow me. So I walk out of the store. I walk to my car. I see they were in the aisle parked behind mine and at the very end with their big, like souped up truck, like compensating. I don't know, whatever. So I get into my car, I lock my doors, I start my car, I see them out of my periphery, whatever. They had pulled up right next to my car. Like, so here's my car, and here's their truck, like kind of slanted, like towards me. I don't know if it was this way or this way. But I'm just like, okay, great. I just need to tell these guys off. They leave me alone. They stop following me, whatever. So they had pulled up next to me. I rolled down my window, and I was like, can I help you? Like, what is your problem? And he was like, oh, did you see me? I was trying to motion for you to call me, because, he had his, like, I would know his number to call him. Like, that's stupid, Like, I would pull off just so I could get his number. Like, do people actually do that? That is stupid. So, and I said, yeah, I saw you, and I also showed you my ring, and I told him I was married. And he goes, oh, well, that doesn't matter. Like, just has no respect for the sanctity of marriage. Like, I should have expected that at this point, but whatever. So I was just like I gave them the worst glare, and the other guy was like laughing, the passenger guy. I was just like, do you want to die? That's what I was trying to convey at this point. Like, I wish I had something to, like, I wish I carried a knife or pepper spray or something, which I don't, which I probably should at this point, but I've never really had this. I've never had this issue before. So then I roll up my window. I'm just like, whatever. And I had already started my car. I put it in reverse. I had to like back around their truck because they parked super obnoxious close to me. So I back out, and I just like freaking hightail my butt out of the parking lot. And then I see they were like started to follow me. So I'm like, okay, great. I don't have enough gas to probably get home, all the way back home from here. But I was still planning on going to Walmart. So I go down to the next stoplight, and there's just, a right turn. You don't have to wait for the stoplight. And I just go. And then I keep watching behind me, and it doesn't look like they turned off. And so I was like, okay, good. Oh, I was just like so stressed out about it. And like, if I was anybody else, like, I think I would have been a lot more freaked out. I was just really more pissed that they had the audacity just to follow me and just be obnoxious and like harass me. And like, they didn't like park me in, but I mean, it was close. Just like, hey, you need to stop. You need to like listen to us and what we have to say, when I obviously like didn't act interested when we were on the road. Why would you think it'd be okay to stalk me and try to get my number then too? Like, that's just, anyway. I'm upset about it because it just shouldn't be how things are. And, it's not like they were giving me a compliment or whatever. I honestly think This has not been the first time they've done this. I do not think it will be their last, and I don't think it was because I was pretty or whatever. They didn't act like they were selective in any way. It was just the person who was behind them. You know what I mean? Like, he didn't get a good look at me to know that I was, okay looking or whatever. He just was like, oh, there's a young girl. Let's go harass her because we have nothing else to do. Yeah. So that's my story. And if they would have still followed me more, I definitely thought about like calling the authorities or calling someone. But because they didn't follow me after I left Price Cutter, I was like, whatever. I'm just trying to get my groceries and get home, and then these people are bothering me. So, yeah, that's what happened today. But yeah, thanks for listening, guys. Bye.